It's time to hit the road. Hop into the little red car and get ready to discover the history and culture of New York through its tapestry of rich musical traditions. We'll explore and celebrate many of the cultures that make New York one of the most diverse and greatest cities in the world. Welcome to today's episode of New York Stories. Today we're going to learn about the first peoples of New York, who are called the Lenape. The Lenape lived in Manahatta, now called Manhattan, prior to European contact. The word Lenape means the people in their own language. The Lenape once lived on an island that they called Manahatta. Rich with natural resources, Manahatta had an abundance of fruits, nuts, birds, and animals. Fish and shellfish were plentiful, and the ocean was full of seals, whales, and dolphins. The Lenape of Manahatta used natural resources for things they needed in their daily lives. Though they grew some crops, including corns, beans, and squash, the Lenape devoted most of their time to hunting, fishing, and gathering and preparing wild plant foods. Europeans Giovanni da Verrazzano in 1524 and Henry Hudson in 1609 sailed into the Manhattan harbour. In 1624, as the Dutch settled in to what is now Lower Manhattan, the Lenape of Manahatta began to lose their homeland. It has been said that in 1626 the Lenape sold Manahatta to Peter Minuit, director of the Dutch settlement, for 60 guilders, or about $24 at that time, in trade goods. However, the Lenape didn't see the transaction as the official handing over of one thing for another. Instead, they saw it as a chance to share the land with the Dutch. Minuit, however, saw the transaction as a sale and assumed the Dutch had become the owners. The Dutch called their settlement at the southern tip of Manahatta New Amsterdam. European settlement devastated the local Lenape community, and sadly much of their heritage and many sacred sites and homes were lost during the colonization of modern-day New York. There is a special drum a Lenape singer uses called a water drum. The water drum is made from a carved wood body and animal hide, and is partially filled with water to give it its signature sound. Let's listen to a water drum. Okay, now we're going to learn about the most important part of music. I want you to put your right hand on the left hand side of your chest. You might even need to close your eyes. I want you to concentrate very carefully about what you feel inside your chest. You might be able to feel it with your hand, you might even be able to hear it. Does anybody know which part of our bodies I'm thinking of? If you thought of the heartbeat, you're absolutely spot on. And the heart kind of beats like this, doesn't it? And when we're asleep, our heart beats very slowly, even slower still. And when we're running, it beats very, very fast. Well, music, just like our bodies, has a sort of heartbeat. And in music, we just call it the beat. So I'd like us to try and clap a beat together. It should be nice and easy. Clap along with me. Very good. Pretty easy, right? Now let's see. How will it sound if we change the sound that we're using from a clap to kind of clapping on our chest, like this? It sounds very different, doesn't it? Using this chest clap, see if you can find the heartbeat and clap along to this Native American water drum performance. Can you clap along? Well done. It was great to teach you about the Lenape people, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of New York Stories.